We got one more, y'all. Excuse my appearance, y'all. I was just out there shoveling the snow, and I got to get back out there. But wanted to talk about something. I told you I'm gonna give y'all the morning show every morning, and true to my word, I'm here. Um, we finna get to this right now. Suspect bound over for trial in death of 16-year-old Flint boy. Let's see what this is about. The case against a Flint man accused of shooting and killing a 16-year-old boy is headed to trial. Micaiah Ferguson, 17, appeared before Genesee County District Judge February 15th and waived his right to have a preliminary examination. A hearing intended for the judge to listen to the evidence presented by the prosecutor to decide whether there be cause for a trial. Why would you waive that? McPherson, who is being held without bond, is charged with open murder and felony firearm in connection with the January 16, 2023 homicide of Willie Charles Smith at a home on Chippewa Street. Open murder contains both first and second degree murder as well as manslaughter. A felony firearm conviction carries a mandatory 2 years of prison sentence that is served consecutive to the other terms. With Ferguson waiving his right to preliminary examination, McGay bound his case over to circuit court where McPherson can either proceed to trial, plead as charged, or accept any possible plea agreement offered by the prosecutors. An agreement may be the outcome of this case according to Ferguson attorney. Speaking at the Wednesday hearing, Leach called Smith's death a tragic accident. These two kids are lifelong best friends. Leach told MLive, the Flint Journal, for the purpose of probable cause, someone who was killed and is going to be bound over regardless. We have a potential resolution that we're working toward with the prosecutor office that will appropriately address the accident and the grief among both sides of the fence. Flint police have declined to speak on the case several times. A Freedom of Information Act request to the city seeking police report in this case was denied. Huh. I wonder why they did that. However, the family has spoken at length about Smith, a child who they describe as funny, happy, and with good intentions. Tamika Mees, Smith's mother, and Stephen Cameron, Smith's stepfather, have said they were told that the shooting that claimed Smith's life was an accident. That notion was mentioned on Wednesday, who added that Ferguson tried to save his friend's life immediately after shooting. He's having nightmares. That's a horrible thing with life. Oh, listen, okay, y'all. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do y'all remember when I told y'all when I was 14, 15 years old, walking these streets in Flint, Michigan with my crew? What was we out here doing with guns? What was it? Why at the age of 14, 15 years old? And I wasn't no hooligan. Well, I probably was a hooligan, but I wasn't no demon. I wasn't no shooter. Matter of fact, the only time I bust my gun was behind a bandit house shooting in the air for kicks and giggles, right? This is a tragic thing. Especially, so here's the case. You got this 15-year-old that shot his best friend, his best of his best of his best friends on accident. The thing about it is, it's like, just think about it, y'all. Think about your best friend, right? Whether it's a woman or man. And then you have a gun, which is a life changer. This instrument of death. Y'all got to start respecting the gun. Let me say that again. Respect the gun. You got to start respecting the gun. The gun is a life changer. The gun is an instrument of death and destruction. Dane Ross, what's up? You say you're a huge fan. What's up? I'm your fan, Dane. Dame does it all. The gun is an instrument of destruction. The gun must be respected. You can't play with the gun, because when you play with the gun, a life will get lost. This boy ain't nothing but 15, 16 years old. And his best friend. I don't know how I want to handle this case, y'all. I got mixed emotions, because you gotta, it's like we got one young man life that's gone. He gone. He gone. He ain't coming back. His family gotta always deal with that pain. Always gotta deal with that empty spot, right? Then on the other end, you got the kid, the child that, this wasn't no demon. This was a regular kid, right? A regular teenager. And this was his best friend. He didn't kill him with malice in his heart. It's one of them things, again, where y'all not respecting the gun. When you pick up a gun, for the people out there that might be young right now, when you pick up a gun, understand that that gun is an instrument of destruction. That instrument that's in your hand, that you're playing with, because I'm pretty sure they was playing with it, not respecting it. When you don't respect the gun, it'll turn on you. I done heard about many cases where dudes posing for the gram and the gun went off, and where you got a body on live TV. This was a tragic, very tragic. You got a guy, a teenager, that took his best friend's life on accident, but a body was dropped. A soul got taken. A life force exited this world due to you playing with the gun. So there has to be a consequence. It can't be let bygones be bygones. It just can't. I don't know. I just don't know what type of time he should get, because he did it on accident, but at the same time, somebody lost their life. You just can't say, well, let's just turn the other way. And just, it was his best friend. So it have to be some type of something, some type of repercussion. But I don't think giving him life in prison, because the truth of the matter is, if you give him life in prison, I don't know, y'all. I need y'all help in the comment section. What do y'all think about that? That he was 15 years old, his friend was 16 years old, give or take. He ended up shooting his friend, his best friend, on an accident for not respecting the gun. His best friend lost his life. So what do y'all think should happen? And play both sides. Play both sides of the victim and the family. And the guy that killed his best friend on accident. Put yourself in his shoes and his family. What do y'all think should happen? Because the truth of the matter, you said 15 years. Oh, I'm going to tell y'all something. Prison will change a man. By the grace of the holy God, I was protected. Yeah, I had to do certain things that you just have to do while locked up to keep dudes up off you and to get your respect in there. I ain't never been a violent man prior to being locked up. Oh, 15 years. Oh, my God. Good morning. Good morning, Mickey Scorpio. Prison can change you. Yeah, unintentional manslaughter, but You know what? And I hate to bring the race card. I'm sorry. I gotta bring the race card. I got to bring the race card into play. Because remember this, hold on. Let me get my facts straight before I start running my mouth. Willie Smith, 16, was shot and killed. Oh, hey, this is fresh, y'all. So Willie Smith, 16-year-old baby, loses his life. These two kids are lifelong best friends. Makai, 17. Oh, my goodness. Okay, y'all. So he lost his life. The 17-year-old is the one that's alive. The 16-year-old is the one that lost his life. Yo, the gun, respect the gun. Respect the gun. The gun is the instrument of death and destruction. It's not to be played with. The gun is not to be, the gun is meant to take lives. The gun is meant to take lives. You must respect the gun. When you put them bullets in there, and I get it, yo. The streets of Flint, Michigan is hard. They hard. It's the concrete jungle. And I get it. Sometimes you do gotta walk outside. You remember how Craig on Friday, when Pops caught him with the hammer, and he was like, I would have never moved in this neighborhood if I knew you had to walk outside with a gun? Because a lot of people, they don't want to fight no more. They don't want to fight. So it's like you damn if you do and damn if you don't. But in this case, nah, man, this should have never happened. This is a crazy, crazy tragedy here. Nah, Dante, it's the person. It's not the person. You got to respect the gun. It ain't the respective of the person, because the person in this case was a 17-year-old child that didn't have respect for the gun, that led to the death of his best friend. Disciple of God says, speaking 15 years, my brother has fell into my father's footsteps and is doing 15 years just like he did. But the only difference is my father got sentenced to 25 years when I was born. Life, y'all. Life is precious. Life is delicate. Life is very precious and delicate. And it's like, I'm going to put a face to it. I'm going to put a face to it. Because I want people to see the pain. This guy right here could be in your, hold on, I got you. Right there. Look at that child. He lost his life. He lost his life by the hands of his best friend. This was not even a whole month ago, it looked like. Exactly a month ago. This should have never happened. Never happened. Look at him. He's a baby. And I'm pretty sure his best friend is a child too. I need everybody to pay attention. This could have been your child. This could have been one of your loved ones. Him right here. Listen, y'all, I got sons that's around that age. You can't even imagine unless you lost a child yourself. Unless you lost a child yourself, you would never understand, like I won't understand. That pain. That pain. Yo, prayers to both of the families, but especially to the ones that lost their loved one. I wish everybody, I wish they would push my videos more. I wish that it'd be mandatory that my videos must be watched in all the hoods and all the urban areas and all the poverty-stricken places. Because people don't really, I don't think people really, you gotta feel it. Sometimes when I talk, y'all, I want y'all to feel me. Imagine if that was your child that lost his life. And the person that took his life is the person that you see every day with him. But it was an accident. Do you know how many mixed emotions that you would have? It's tragic. Very tragic. And then just imagine the one that took his life. This wasn't his op. This wasn't his enemy. This was his best friend, his road dog. The one through thick and thin, right? Imagine how he might be feeling. I killed my dog. I killed my nigga. Yo, I got a best friend. His name Al. I got a best friend. His name Al. Me and him from the age of 13 on out, rocking hard. Especially in them teenage years. I can't imagine if I had the hammer and it accidentally went off and took his life. Al is my nigga. Al is like my, I got my wife, God took out my rib, right? And formed and fashioned my wife. But then over here, he took a little section out of my rib and made my homie Al. I couldn't imagine of all the things that me and Al been through, of me taking his life on accident. Yo, this is sad, man. It is. It is. It's two losses both ways. Two losses. And I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know how much time he should get. I don't know, man, because it's so sticky. This is a sticky situation, and I just hate that it had to happen in Flint, Michigan. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't had to happen nowhere. But it's like every time I turn on the news, this is where I'm from, y'all. Every time it did come on. These is little babies. Like I said, y'all, pray for both families. Two losses. Because I'm telling y'all, prison ain't no game. Prison ain't no game. Dude, 17 years old. You give him 15 years, he getting out what, 32? I mean, a life has been lost. I don't know, y'all. Life is just, life is precious, y'all. I'm getting choked up over here, y'all, because I'm just really thinking about, Here's the thing, y'all. If you got kids, like I don't know their situation where, how they was able to get a hold of the hammer and for this to even happen. But me being a teenager myself, it was easy to get access to a gun. Easy. And from here on out, and I'm not saying that the parents didn't love their child. They probably just did not know. Because as teenagers, we can hide things. We can we can pull things over on our parents real crazy, right? But let me tell y'all something out there. From here on out, y'all, if y'all got teenagers, man, get all up in their business. Get all up in their mix. Disrespect them. Go through all their stuff. Go through their rooms. Go under their beds. Go in their closets. Go through their drawers. This is a full shakedown. Imagine if that dad or the mama or grandma, whoever they was living with, found that hammer and then just got rid of it. Right? He might will be still alive today. So I guess me saying that, we just got to get more involved, man. We just got to get more involved. Right now it should be an outrage. And no, I'm not saying that we should say get rid of all the guns, because the good people is going to turn in their guns. But the criminals ain't giving up them guns. Law-abiding citizens will give up the guns. But, hey, Don Dozier, what's up? It's just a tragedy, man. I hate hearing about kids losing their lives. This dude, 16 years old, y'all would never know. Y'all would never know what he could be. Y'all would never know what he could have been. Y'all don't know you don't know what he will be able to create out here in this world, in hopes of making this place a better place to be at. And for the guy that took his life, I ain't even gonna say the guy, to his best friend that took his life on accident. His life messed up too. We will never know what type of goodness, what type of love that he'll be able to spread out here in the world. Because now for the next, 10, 15, 20 years, he gonna be, he gone. He gonna be, only God know how long he gonna get. But yeah, it's looking like 10 to 15, Jim Bellamy. It's looking like it might be a 10 to 15. And here's the thing, man, it's just crazy. It's crazy because I don't know what I would do, man. I don't know. I'm torn on both sides. On the victim side. Because he's in the grave. He's in the grave. He won't be able to produce any children. His bloodline right there is cut. His bloodline is cut. He wasn't able to produce any offspring. Ugh. Hey y'all, this was I didn't want to do this story. I really didn't. RB Knock, thank you for that. The biggest criminals in your country are those members of Congress. Repeal 1924 Carroll versus U.S. I'm gonna look that up right now. RB Knock. Hold on, let me see. 1925 Carroll versus. We all about to look that up right now together. Let's see what that is. $1925 Carroll versus U.S. I got you. 1925 Carroll versus U.S. 1925 Carroll versus U.S. All right. What is this? Was a decision by the United States Supreme Court that upheld the warrantless searches of an automobile, which is known as the automobile exception. The case has also been cited as widening scope of. Wait. This don't got nothing to do with this situation right here. Let's see. During Prohibition, officers arranged an undercover purchase of liquor. No, this ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Let's see. To be constructed like deemed a reasonable search. The Fourth Amendment denounces only such searches or seizures as are unreasonable, and is to be constructed in the light of what was deemed unreasonable search or seizure when it was adopted in a manner which will consult. You know what? I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real. Here's the thing. Sometimes, and I'm not saying all the time, so please do not get it twisted. Because some of these cops be out here abusing power. But sometimes, when a cop do something illegal, like unlawfully searching somebody and pulling that hammer from them, or taking the gun from them, that might have saved another person's life. It's just a catch-22, man, with everything, man. It's like you get the good and you get the bad of both things. And it's like it's up to us to sort it out. Keep the search and seizures, right? And then people get guns and drugs planted on them. Don't take it away, and it's like crime still happens. So it's like we on the losing end of the battlefield. Whenever it comes down to it, everybody got to start taking responsibility for themselves. If people wasn't just so shitty out here, because listen, and I get it, I'm a victim of police brutality, and so I get it, but I also know that there is good cops out there that do good cop work. I also know that too. And then I know there's some, never mind, I gotta practice forgiveness. But there's some bad cops out there too. I'm just gonna say that. It's like I said, but this whole thing is about a tragedy that happened last month. Two friends, two best friends, I gotta add that. A 17-year-old and a 16-year-old. The 17-year-old did not respect the gun. And while not respecting the gun, he took his friend's life. One went to the grave, and the other one going to the penitentiary. And it's just, I just really want to just prayers out to the families, because I don't think y'all know the magnitude. I don't think y'all know the implications of this. A child lost his life due to gun violence. A child lost his life because somebody that was real close to him did not respect the gun. The only time the gun needs to be out and upped it and ready to blow, if it's you versus him. If it's a life and death situation. I don't know what the situation was, but according to the news article, it wasn't nothing. It was nothing. It was nothing going on. It wasn't no street stuff. It wasn't no beef stuff. It was just an accident that changed both of their realities. And the reality is, I just got another email. 2 emails now asking me to talk about what just happened in Chicago. You know, on the side that I be recording from sometimes, where my knuckleheaded cousins be at. That be like, man, Dante gone with that, man. Nobody want to hear that. An 8-year-old just lost her life. due to a straight bullet. Here's the thing, y'all. Y'all remember that video when I went live and my cousins was talking that crap to me? Man, Dante, we don't want to hear that, man. Get out of here with that. We don't want to hear that, man. This Chi-Town, man. This is South Side. Get out of here, Joe. Get out of here, Joe. We don't want to hear that. Right? But here's the reality of it. In the Bible days, the people, they hated when the prophets would come around. Because when the prophets came around, the prophets came with correction. Letting the people know, showing the people the errors of their ways. Letting them know that God is displeased. So that video that came out with my cousin, see, y'all thought like, oh, Dante getting pressed. Dante in Chicago. All them dudes that y'all seen that was around me, y'all got to start using your head. If I was really getting pressed, I was totally outnumbered. It was about 15 of them. If they was really on that, don't y'all think they would have, and half of them was strapped. These are my blood cousins. And some of them was their associates. People take things from the internet and just run with it. Oh, Dante getting pressed in Chicago. These was my cousins, bozo. What I'm saying is, when you come around with correction, so I came up, right? We're in front of the corner store. And I'm like, man, what y'all out here doing? Man, there you go with that. There you go with that. How many of y'all got guns on y'all? Right? Who y'all about to go step on tonight? Man, Dante, get out of here with that bullshit, yo. Get out of here with that bullshit, right? Every time he come around, he always talking this preaching stuff. And all them guys, fire piece, right? You might got extendos. Sometimes they call them dicks. I got a big dick, right? Every bullet that was in every clip, and every bullet that was one in the head was meant for another black man that looked just like them. I remember telling one of my homies that, you know, I got this one cousin that he's a Chirac demon. He's a Chirac demon. I'm not going to put his business out there, but for people that know me, that know that me and him related, y'all know. He's a Chirac demon. And I was telling my homeboy one day, like, it's just a matter of time. I'm preparing myself mentally, spiritually, to when I get that phone call that, yo, man, they got so-and-so. They got so-and-so. I know it's going to hurt. I know it's going to hurt. But if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. This is what the scripture says. And well, my cousin lived by the gun and living in Chicago, oh, he's going to leave out by the gun too. And we try to prepare ourselves for these situations when we know we got family members out here that's out here causing mayhem and chaos. But we still love them. Right? Every bullet that's in them clips is for somebody that look just like you. And if you really think about it, it be about nothing. It literally be about nothing. It don't be about, oh, you punched my mama in the face. You violated my child. You disrespected my woman in a way that you just can't, and there's no going back on. A lot of these beefs is over blocks. A lot of these beefs is just over nothing. And here's the kicker. A lot of these dudes grew up together in elementary. A lot of these dudes actually really got love for each other. But to keep up that perception, oh, this is why when I go to Chicago all the time and I roll up on my cousins them and some of their associates, man, here you go. Here you go with that bullshit. But y'all gonna heal it. Oh, y'all gonna hear me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna press up on you. Y'all gonna feel me today. But they respect it because I'm not telling them nothing wrong. These is grown men that I'm talking to. In their 20s, 30s, and some of them in their 40s still out there. So the video that was circulating around, Dante getting pressed, that was my family, you bozo. And yeah, that's right. Y'all stop being stingy and hit that like button. Who going to save us? Only the Father know when he's going to send back Jesus for the second coming. Only the Father knows that. But in the meantime, in between time, who is going to save us from us? Here's the answer. We need to save ourselves. We've been waiting for Jesus to come back for 2000 and what year is it? 2023. We've been waiting for Jesus to come back for 2023 years and some change, give or take. The issue is we don't know when he's coming. He coming. We just don't know when. Only the Father knows that. And well, so in the meantime, we got to start looking at self and changing ourselves. Y'all know what y'all do in the dark? Don't y'all know what's done in the dark should come to light? Y'all don't read the scriptures? Thomas Farley, I'm a spare the blade on you. Because y'all know back in the day, I stayed with a bloody knife. And y'all probably wondering, like, why he say that to Thomas Farley? Because if you don't hit that like button, I'm keeping a mental note. I'm writing down names in the comment section. Because I know who hit the like button and who don't hit the like button. And I'm making a list. And his name's on that list. So for you to be protected, you better hit that like button. Because I might show up in your dreams. You're going to be in your bed, right? You're going to feel a presence. And you're going to be looking like, man, what is that? Then I'm going to be like, yeah, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you to hit that like button? Because YouTube is not pushing out my videos. And in order for me to get out there in the algorithm, y'all got to hit that like button. I told you to hit that like button. Now I got to do that to you. But then I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance. Let's go to your phone. Let's go to your computer or your tablet. Pull up my video and hit that like button. That's the only way you'll be spared. Y'all keep on playing these military mind games out here. I'm giving y'all a morning show. I done dedicated. I told y'all for the month of February, I'm going live every day. This is for the people. And then y'all disrespect me like that for not hitting that like button. Y'all play too many games. But you know what? Shout out to everybody that hit the like button, though. And for the ones that refuse to, to hit that like button, don't worry. You got to go to sleep. Don't even worry about it. What's understood, right? Don't got to be told. Just know you got to go to sleep. And I'm going to still give you a way out. But if you still want to play these military mind games, don't worry. I'll see you. Like Santa Claus, I'm making a list, right? I'm making a list. And I'm checking it twice. See, I have to lighten the mood up, y'all, just a little bit, because really, It's been a couple of times that I've been trying to hold back some emotional tears dealing with this case right here. Sometimes you gotta lighten the mood, man. A child lost his life. A kid lost his life. And the one that took his life was his best friend. They had love for each other. And it wasn't even malice. He didn't have malice in his heart. It was an accident. It was an accident, y'all. We got to start, number one, you got to turn to them scriptures and start respecting God. Putting that fear of God. Learning, getting close to them scriptures. And understanding that so what if it been rewritten and translated? There's a lot of values. There's a lot of good wisdom and knowledge that'll carry you from day to day. Go read Psalms. Go start reading Psalms. It gives you the key of how to live on this earth. To navigate through this blackness, through this void of darkness. But, hey, y'all stay tuned. I got to get ready. Y'all. Got to get back out here and shovel this snow. But I told y'all every morning, Monday through Friday, y'all get a morning show. I might even bless y'all and give y'all one tomorrow. Even though I don't supposed to. But, I do this for y'all. But with that, y'all be safe and I'm out.